This is my review for WALL-E, released in 2008. Pixar, in my opinion, have been successful for one simple reason. The animation is great, but not only that, the story is also key. They don't just coast on the strength of their visuals, they know that the important factor is the story. It's like a video game that focuses too much on the graphics and not the gameplay. Pixar have never been like this. With WALL-E, the story is there, but WALL-E gives you a chance to marvel at the animation. It's amazing how much they are able to convey with a simple movements or expressions on the characters, and different rising intonations in their voice. Watching WALL-E interact with items he finds is an absolute joy to watch. I could have seen a whole movie of just that. In fact, part of me was worried that when they moved into space it would lose some of its charm. However, it just transfers that from WALL-E messing around on Earth to a more centralised, uneven WALL-E friendship. As I say, the moments between them are genius. WALL-E trying to find a moment to go over the kiss, and when she first kisses him, the expression on his face, wow, eyes, is priceless. Oh, and when Eve is watching the security tape of WALL-E helping her when she was shut down to process the plant, man, that scene was difficult to watch without trying to hold back shedding a tear. As many have said before, it's a lot like a silent movie in many ways. It's all in the actions, and when you have a team as good as Pixar, you know you're in good hands and don't have to worry about them being able to entertain without relying on heavy dialogue in the film. Unlike some, I didn't feel the moral message was overdone. I personally laughed at the state of the humans' characters and the details of the world they lived in. I wasn't bothered or felt that I was being hammered on the head with a message. I mentioned earlier that I was worried that the subtlety and the charm of the film would be lost when they arrive on the ship. I don't think that happened, but I will say this. I think at that point I was suddenly slightly less impressed with the visuals. Only that when WALL-E is on Earth, there were relatable objects that you could look at and go, oh yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like the Rubik's Cube, general debris on the floor, the ground itself, the light bulb, the TV, everything. However, when I went into space, the general look of the film, especially the computer generated humans, looked pretty cartoony. More so than they have done in previous Pixar films. Because it became so bright, and I think for me, it seemed to sacrifice some of the visuals in terms of pure detail, or also, in case you're worried about the fact that they use real humans in some scenes, it works very well. They never interact directly with computer generated characters. It's not a Space Jam situation, so don't worry about that. All in all, Pixar have made their most daring film to date. They took risks. They made a film with no dialogue for the first 30 minutes and hardly any from that point on, really, in comparison to their other films. However, with WALL-E, Pixar have managed to create one of the most engaging, best looking and well crafted animated films of all time. Pixar's best. While for me Toy Story may still be the best at the top, but it's certainly second. In many ways WALL-E is a lot like one of their short movies, just extended, due to the silent cinema nature of the film. Most shorts revolve around the actions rather than the words, much like the short movie before this, Presto. WALL-E is a masterpiece, another success for Pixar. It must be so boring being so good. Move over Cloverfield, we have a new favourite movie of 2008.